Hey guys, so before we get into the main course and with all the shit that's been going on, I thought I'd give you a bit of a palate cleanser. Now, it's so stupid that it's fucking hilarious. Um so we've got take these filters away from me. Oh my god. So this is a scene from Twilight, best movie series ever. And so this is the part I think with well, we got Belle, he's Bella, who's getting ready, and she's about to go into school, and the kid's like driving around fast and almost slams into her, and like Edward jumps in the way and stops the car, and he just kind of like jumps in the way and stops it. But she's got this filter, like I guess it's a TikTok filter or Snapchat filter, but it's good. Like I said, it's a palate cleanser before we read what we're actually gonna. So So, what we guys enjoyed? I don't know what kind of filter that is, but okay. So we've had the palate cleanser, the appetizer. You know that when I sigh like that, time for the main course. Global TV begins production on Robin Hood, spelt with a Y. Robin Hood, Series 2, Reimagine, classic English folk hero as a black female Gen Zer. Who asked for this? Who asked for this? Once again, we are taking an established character, Robin Hood, who is sour cream white. And now they're race swapping for no fucking reason other than diversity reasons. So, the people who keep doing this, what happens if, I don't know, we take some folklore from Africa? We take some African folklore, and we just make all the people in the folklore fucking sour cream white. Would you have a problem with that? Because you're taking folklore from places that are fucking sour cream white, and you're switching races to black. So can we take African folklore and swap them out for white? No, because then we'd have a problem, wouldn't we? So why the fuck is it happening with them? Nordic, Celtic, all these places that are fucking whiter than white, who have established characters for hundreds of years. I mean, the tale of Robin Hood has been around for like forever, it seems. He's a white dude. He is sour cream white. Steals from the rich, gives to the needy. So why are they taking the character and making it a black female Gen Zer? Or are they going to go around, hi, my name is Robin Hood. My pronouns are she, her. Like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? What? People were like, well, you say to make the new characters and then you complain because the characters are never well written. So they're taking characters that have already been established for hundreds of years established, and then they make them black. But then they don't make them good characters. They make their everything, their entire identity just that they're black. They're not well written. They're not fun to watch. They're just, oh, look at me, I'm black. Ooh, look at me, I'm so quirky because I'm an LGBTQ plus member. Hoo-hoo. And that's what they go on. And then when they try to make their own characters, it's the same fucking thing. It's like, okay, the person's going to be gay. And then they base everything off of them being gay. So when you have these characters, it's like, oh, they're gay. Well, what else? What's there for us to care about? Oh, well, they're funny, they're quirky, they're LGBT. Okay, what part of them makes us want to continue watching them? because them being gay isn't enough to keep viewers interested. Like, fuck. And that's the problem with Hollywood. It's just, there's no fucking original ideas. And then when they do have original ideas, they're so busy with this bullshit. You gotta make it diversifying. We gotta make it representative. Go fuck yourselves. If you focus more on good storytelling and more better character development and less on the fucking skin color and the sexuality of a character, you might be better off. I have no problem with gay characters. I have no problem with black characters. But they need to be well written. You can't just slap them in there and say, oh, there we go. The hard part's done. No. If they're not well written, no one's going to like them. And then when it fails, you're going to sit there, and they're just a bunch of racists. What's the matter? You don't like representative of the minorities? No, we have no problem with black, females. It's just you're putting them for diversity's sake. You don't give a fuck. You're like going down the fucking, it's like, okay, let's see, we got black female. Let's see. We have the marry men, but now they're going to be marry them? Them? Okay, one of them's going to have to be trans. Okay, we got non-binary. We think one of them could be non-binary. One of them definitely has to have colored hair and piercings. It's like they have this whole fucking checklist that they have to go through. That the checklist is more fucking important than the storytelling, the character development. I've said this before. Nowadays, when things like this are promoted, it's not, oh yeah, we have a great cast, strong character, this and that, the places we film or, actual locations, it's beautiful. No, it's, we have the first ever black female performing this role. Or the first ever gay person in this role. It's like, who cares? I don't care what their fucking gender is. I don't care who they prefer to fuck. What about their character is going to keep me invested in them? And just race swapping is not enough to keep people interested. People are tired of it. Because this is all Hollywood does now. They fucking race swap. But then when you turn around and say, okay, we're going to take some African folklore and we're going to make everyone fucking mayonnaise white. No, you can't do that. That's fucking racist. You can't just make that. Why not? You've taken all the folklore from Europe, Nordic folklore, Celtic folklore, English, and fucking made them all black. Why can't we take your folklore and turn everyone white? Why can't we have a Black Panther who's fucking sour cream white? Why can't we? If you guys have no problem with race swapping turning all the white people black, then you should have no problem with us race swapping and turning black people white. Because it's folklore. It's not real, remember? But no, that's not going to happen. They have no problem taking away represented, females like redheads. You see that a lot. This shit. You see that a lot, but you don't see any of these people race swapped into white. No, it's always race swapped into, black or Latino, or the only thing that changes is, if the person is white, they get the fucking sexuality swap. So it's like, oh yeah, it's a white dude playing Superman. Oh, well, he's going to be bisexual now. Because they're doing the bare minimum of what it actually takes to make a story. They just, like I said, they stick with they take the gender or all the meaningless shit, the race, the skin color, the sexuality, and they build everything on that. It's pretty much, it imitates what we see now anyway. Like all those fucking weirdos on Twitter. If you ask any one of them, they're interested. They're all activists. They all love art. They all have got Kool-Aid in their hair. And they think that their personality is their sexuality or their fucking pronouns. It's not, oh yeah, I love to, do this and that, and, great sense of humor. And, I do stand up sometimes, or I'll volunteer at a shelter. No, it's, well, my pronouns are she, her, but only on Tuesdays. Every other day, I go by they, them. I wear these little bracelets that have my little pronouns on them, and I'm an activist. I really believe that women's rights are global. Just there's no debating it. Abortion should just be law. I'm a huge activist. Black Lives Matter. LGBTQ plus members are severely underrepresented. And what about you is distinct? What about you is, apart from look at me, I'm quirky because of my hair, and I'm an activist. What? Why should people want to be around you when you're like everyone else now? But that's what this is like now. So I guess you can say it's reflecting real life, because these people in Hollywood have no idea how to make a story anymore. And not just Hollywood, all around the world. Well, in the West. Yeah, because we got Canadian. Yeah. Well, reimagine the English archer of legend as a young black female's Gen Zer. Yep. As you can see, he's white. As per a synopsis of the series provided by the network, in this modern take in the Robin Hood legend, Robin is a fearless young woman who is not just another superhero with abilities normal people don't have. She is a Gen Zer driven. God. See, this is what I did I not just fucking say this shit? She is a Gen Zer driven by the injustices of today. When I can predict what they're about to say, obviously there's a fucking case here. Obviously, we're not just fucking saying shit to be haters or homophobic or phobic or isms. Clearly, there's something to go on. These are not stereotypes. They just said driven by the injustices. Like every other fucking piece of bullshit that comes out today. When are the people who make the shit going to fucking realize that basing characters on stuff like this doesn't work? And they wonder why manga is still kicking their fucking asses. And they wonder why no one wants to go see these fucking movies anymore. Why shows like Doctor Who are plummeting. Why Star Trek plummeting. Star Wars plummeting. All these fucking strong female movie that are coming out. When they throw in, hate men, white men, this and that. Why those are failing? Because we're tired of it. So this is not just a stereotype. This is not just something we just decide to come and rant about. It says she is a Gen Zer driven by the injustices of today, who embraces the heroic, hopeful, and playful elements of the world's most recognizable folk hero. She learns to fight for what is right, to care for and lead her followers. And like all Robin Hoods since the first ballad, Robin holds those power to account by using their greed against them to help her community. Turning to the protagonist herself, Global explains Robin Hood follows Robin Loxley, a young woman whose masked hip-hop band, The Hood, is known for the inventive videos and authoritarian message. She lives in Sherwood Towers, a cluster of rental high-rises in a working-class corner of New Nottingham, a nearby city where the cost of living has skyrocketed, leaving an ever-widening gap between the rich and everyone else, they added. The synopsis ultimately concludes with a hint towards the series' actual plot, teasing when Robin finds herself fighting for her home and her family against local property developer John Prince and the sheriff of New Nottingham. Robin and her band, The Hood, so it's not going to be the Merry Men, it's going to be her band, The Hood, decide to fight back, righting the wrongs of the corrupt elite, and they're all going to be white. The elite to give back to the people who are living under their regime. Don't care. Don't care. So it's not just, we're not just talking out of our asses here. Injustices. Oh, look at all these innocent black people who are being crushed under the weight of the rich white elites. Go fuck yourselves. And you guys wonder why no one takes this shit seriously anymore. You guys wonder why viewership and people who are, it's just going down because of this shit right here. When will they learn it doesn't work? Well, John, how do you know? How do you know? You haven't seen it yet. Well, it's like that fucking meme that goes around, you know, with the person with their ass open over a fucking, you know, it's like, why are you shitting on my table? Well, how do you know it's shit? Nothing's come out yet. Or, you know, like a shit sandwich. It's like, it's gonna taste like shit. Well, how do you know? You haven't tasted it yet. You don't need to see it to know it's gonna be like shit based on everything that we're given. All the stuff that I was talking about is mentioned right in here. You know, talking about the injustices, and did I not just say that's what the kids nowadays, and I'm an activist, and then like I scroll down and talking about injustices of today and all that. So clearly, but you know what? Hollywood, Canada, wherever, you want to keep doing this, fine. And then when you start losing money, maybe you'll finally, no, it's not even, you're not going to finally wise up, because this has been going on for years. We've been telling you, stop the woke bullshit. And you're just like, we're just going to keep printing out money and making the stupid shit that no one cares about. Look, people will really go for it this time, right? Look, we have a strong black female. Okay. Why should I be invested? Well, she's a young activist who's trying to right the wrongs of the injustices of society. Okay, just like everything else that's coming out now. So what's going to keep us invested? But John, you don't have to watch it. Oh, I don't plan to watch it. It's fucking Canadian anyway. I wouldn't be able to watch it anyway unless they had it on like fucking YouTube or something. But it's just proving the point here. No one cares about good stories anymore. No one cares about original characters. And when they do make original characters, they're shitty characters. All they're doing now is just taking established characters from folklore and this and that. They're like, oh, let's just race swap. Okay, well, let's just start taking African folklore characters and swapping them to mayonnaise white. How about we do that? That's fair, right? And if you have a problem with that, well, clearly double standards here. Anyways, we'll just leave it on that. Anyways, that is what happened. Actor Sean Bean faces backlash after questioning intimacy coordinators. Okay. Sorry, I was reading this, but actually you can't see it. Right up there. That's Sean Bean. What the hell? Oh. Anyways, yeah. That's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.